Greetings, Mason County. Chief Ryan Spurling, Mason County Sheriff's Office.
And Chief Carole Beason from the Shelton Police Department. This is video number 4 in our series of videos. Today we're going to talk about Senate Bill 5051, that's also known as our decertification bill.
I've heard a lot of people, whether it be in the news or whether it be in the community, asking, what's the big deal? Why is this so influencing law enforcement? And are law enforcement overreacting to this? What's going on? It's been really hard to try to get something to help people to understand how impactful this has been to our profession. But I'm going to give it a shot here. I've been involved in law enforcement. This is the start of my 34th year, and I've never seen law enforcement officers as afraid to do their job as right now. And let me try to explain why. This video series helps, but let's use something you may understand except outside of law enforcement. Let's play soccer for a minute. If you didn't know the rules on playing soccer and you were told to go play the game, yet if you violated one of those rules that you're not sure of, you would be ejected from the game to never play soccer again. Is that going to influence your ability to play with confidence? Our officers right now, because of these new laws and because of so many unanswered questions, the laws have changed. And if we violate laws, we're not only potentially charged criminally, but we're also vulnerable to decertification, to lose our ability to be a law enforcement officer forever in Washington State. And that has impacted our officers greatly because their confidence in knowing what they can and cannot do because of a lot of the vagueness in this, or these bills, is really rocked them. And today we're going to cover a little bit on the decertification and part of what is rocking our officers.
So historically, law enforcement has had 4 levels of accountability. Of course, if officers commit crimes, just like anybody else, they're going to be held accountable in court and they will be charged and potentially convicted of a crime. They are also, everyone has the ability to sue an officer if they feel like they've been mistreated and sue them civilly in court. Both of us have been sued at some point in our career. They're also held accountable for following all of our agency policies and procedures. So we can conduct internal investigations if we find out that our officers have committed any other policy violations. And of course, people in the community can complain about the behavior of officers, and we have policies and procedures in place to investigate those, and keeping those complaints and the records of those complaints and those investigations is also part of our accreditation process.
Absolutely. And with this new bill, we'll go to the next slide, we now have a new level of accountability. As Chief already talked about, criminal has always been there. That holds us accountable not to violate the laws. We have to uphold the laws that we enforce. Civil, we've all experienced that. We've also always had policies in place, and somebody violates that policy, they can be suspended, they could be fired, there could be lots of different things that go on, and we've done that multiple times with different people in our agencies when they don't follow our policies.
Or it could be a training issue, and then
Absolutely.
we have to retrain someone so that they know how to follow those procedures in the future.
Because we have a duty to train our officers to do the right things. Now, there's a decertification process that supersedes all of these. Because you could be fine, the prosecutor says you didn't violate any laws, you're not charged or sued civilly, you didn't violate any policies or procedures, but a board at the Criminal Justice Training Center that has now been established and made up of 21 members, 7 are law enforcement, 7 are attorneys and others, such as elected officials, and 7 are community members. We don't know what community that's going to be from. It identifies some of it, and you can take a look at the link on that. But they will decide whether or not you can practice law enforcement in the state of Washington, or do you lose your career. Now, when you have the option of losing your career because you really didn't understand the laws, and you didn't follow one that you didn't know quite yet, that's really scaring our officers because their desire, we're rule followers.
It comes with the territory of being a police officer. You have to follow the rules.
We want to do the right things. Our officers want to help the citizens, but as of right now, they don't know what they can and cannot do firmly. And when we want to go to a scene We want to be confident because it's life-threatening sometimes. And you have to be confident in those situations and able to offer protection to our society. And right now our officers have lost their confidence, and they've lost the confidence that if they do the right thing for the right reason, they'll be okay, because they may have violated some law that they don't understand that hasn't been clearly identified yet. And that's what we're kind of up against. And Chief Beason has a little nugget for you, for those of you that have been following this, because we found out that we've made a lot of mistakes in this video series.
You know, neither one of us are professional actors or actresses, and so we kind of wing these videos as we're making them, and afterwards we watch and we see that we've made grammatical errors, or that there have been other typing errors. So our challenge to you as you're watching these videos is to find those, identify those, and whoever finds the most mistakes that we made throughout this series, we're going to invite you out to coffee with me and Chief Spurling.
And we'll give you an email address to send those mistakes, so there's a little competition of hidden Easter eggs inadvertently. It makes it kind of fun.
But we appreciate your time and attention. We appreciate that you want to know what is going on in our law enforcement world. And as always, we're happy to help in any way we can. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us.